Hello everybody, this is Commander Strain and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. Today we're back on the 0.19 Russian PTS and I'm pleased to say in this build we have been able to change the language. So thank you MailRU, awesome work. Now in this phase of the 0.19 PTS we've been asked to test out the tier 6 to tier 8 vehicles, and as you can see today I'm taking a look at the Sabre, the British tier 6 premium vehicle. Now I have played this vehicle before, back at the end of 2016 in a previous version of the RU PTS, but I'm happy to say there have been a few changes in this build, and a few changes that are actually pretty good. Combining the turret from the Fox reconnaissance vehicle and the hull from a Scorpion produced the Alvist Sabre, a vehicle that originally made its service debut in 1995 and it remained in frontline service with the British Army until about 2004. This vehicle is very similar to the FV-107 Scimitar but with a much lower profile turret. In Armoured Warfare, this vehicle is a Tier 6 premium and was previously touted as a reward for the Lords of War game mode. But a lot has changed since this was announced, and at the moment we just don't know how we will obtain this fantastic looking vehicle. The Sabre is fast, able to hit a maximum speed of 79.2 km per hour, very manoeuvrable with a good camouflage rating, and has 1,735 hit points. As you can imagine, with a light reconnaissance vehicle, the armour protection is very poor, but its offensive firepower is fairly good. The Sabre is armed with two weapon systems, a 30mm L21 Radan that fires armour-piercing, fin-stabilised discarding Sabre rounds, as well as HE rounds, and a very fast-turning turret. And to deal with more armoured vehicles, it comes equipped with a swing-fire missile system. I hope they confirm soon how we will get hold of the Sabre. It's definitely a vehicle I want to add to my garage. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's get on and show you some gameplay footage. So here we are. It's a 3 versus 3 skirmish mode game on the reactor map. Now both teams have a Sabre each, both teams have a Merkava, we have a Warrior and the enemy team have a BMD-2M. So it's a fairly balanced game. Now as I've discussed before in previous videos, the skirmish map is a definite reduced size over what we normally expect in PvP and definitely makes these small style engagements pretty nice. Now I'm looking at where I want to go. I'm thinking of going left onto the little hill just over on, I think it's about G2 area, just to give myself a decent field of view firing across at the main central area, which is where I'm thinking the enemy team's going to be. Now looking at our team, our Warrior and our Merkava decide to head slightly to the right. This is going to give us some excellent vision with a bit of luck, and also a chance for me to get some shots across the middle. So using the new camouflage and spotting mechanics, we're just getting slightly into and behind the bushes there, and now we're just scanning for our first target. We spot the Merkava 2D, just aim, get a missile shot fired at him, just not good enough. He gets into a little bit of cover. So I decide to go for a reload. It's only 20.90 seconds to reload the ATGMs, and that is pretty darn good. And again, these swing-fire missiles do a considerably good amount of damage. So the Merkava gets spotted again. Just trying to aim, see what we can do. Our Merkava's going in to engage him. Our Warrior is sweeping around the right-hand side. We just move slightly forward. Here we go. Our Merkava goes out. Enemy Merkava gets first shots fired. Lovely missile shot, 778 damage. Second missile in, 1563 damage in total, and we track him. He has to repair his tracks. Has to, otherwise he's going to get absolutely wasted. We're reloading. And now we get a wild BMD-2M that comes behind us, starts unloading the autoloader into us, and we just managed to get a smoke out, just get away. We take a little bit of damage. Quite a good bit considering, but you know, we're still in the fight. I'm just pushing up. BMDM, I'm just waiting for him to be actually facing me, but he's not. He's turning and I'm facing our Merkava. Now he turns at us, starts coming over this way. Just aiming, and then our Warrior comes in. So it's now a 2-on-1 fight. Get some more shots into him. Warrior engages. Not a little bit of fighting here. Push up. Now I make a slight more mistake here. I stop a little bit before pushing up. Warrior's circling him. We get some shots into him. And a lovely shot from our Merkava. Takes out the BMD-2M. He's also taken out the enemy Merkava. So it's now a 2-on-1 situation. Because our friendly Merkava, alas, died to the Sabre. So we take a little bit of damage there from environment. So yeah, we have to be careful now coming off these cliffs. Definitely a lot easier to track and damage modules. And definitely a lot easier to take a little bit of damage overall. So now we're pushing up. The Warrior is swinging around with us. So we're hunting in a pack to try and find where this Sabre is. Now the Sabre is very manoeuvrable, as you've seen from the gameplay that I'm showing you here. So we have to work together as best we can to try and locate, find and kill this last remaining player. We're up to 2,099 damage, and that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. We haven't got any kills, but we have contributed quite significantly to the team. So now we're swinging across into the middle, just trying to find where he is. Now he's got to have moved down south towards the joint cap. So now I'm going to swing south down on this side. Warrior's just a little bit behind me. We're going to push down. Just waiting, not spotting anything. View range on this vehicle, I think it's about 455 metres with the current loadout retrofits. And a second mistake. Again, didn't learn from earlier, but this time it cost me some track damage. Now, I've got the 3-use repair kit. I didn't want to quite use it here, and then the enemy Sabre gets spotted by the Warrior, and we get our tracks back up online. Now, we've got this going down this little rocky area, and again, risky business at the moment. Hit the rock there, bump over, and we lose our tracks again because they were damaged from the first tracking incident. Easier to damage than this time. So I use my repair kit this time. We're down to 523 hit points, and we're going to push on and try and back our Warrior up as best we can. Now again, terrain is absolutely killing me in this game. Apologies guys for my atrocious driving. I am just, after all, an average scrubby tour player. Come over there, bump the rock again. Wouldn't be me if I didn't hit a rock. You see it in many of my replays. Anyway, let's push forward. Now the enemy Sabre is now unspotted. Warrior is pushing across here. We're just trying to get as close as we can. There's our Warrior. It's on 1041. Sabre's been spotted. Warrior's now taking damage. He's trying to get into cover. We take some random flying shots on the move. Doesn't do anything. Get hit by the truck. Pull back. No chance of getting a missile. We switch to the missiles anyway. No chance of getting a missile lock. Aim. Fire. He pushes forward. First missile engages. Second missile fired. He fires a missile at us. He kills us. We kill him. A fun ending to the game. So let's take a look at the post-game results. I did 3,343 damage. I got 3 spots, 2 assists, 1 kill. The gold medal for the highest base reputation on a winning team. And that earned me 3,020 base reputation. The Sabre was really enjoyable to play. And as I said earlier, I can't wait to get into my garage. Mail.ru, get this vehicle into the game as soon as you possibly can. Can't wait for 0.19. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you've not done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Also, take a look at the links below and give me a follow on Twitch and Beam, and you can also check out my Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.